Okay, so today we will be making some rose gold Mickey ears, and what you'll need is rose gold fabric, batting about 1 inch thick, something round to do a circular template for the Mickey ears, a glue gun, scissors, Sharpie, a piece of paper, and some sewing pins, you know, something like this. A headband. This is about 1/2 inch width, so that way you have something to glue on. Don't get anything too skinny. I'm just going to trace this around to create my template. So something kind of like that. And then I'm going to use the edge of this to kind of create this like moon shape, so that way it hugs the ears. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. So you would get, and I already have mine pre-cut out, so it looks something like this. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your fabric, right sides together, and you're going to fold it so you have the wrong side facing out, and you're going to put your template right on top, and then you're going to give it a trace with your Sharpie just right around, and you're going to do this twice, one for each ear. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Sorry, I have to kind of make this quick. You only get 15 minutes on YouTube without it being a pain in the ass to upload. So there they are, and I've pinned them in the center so that they don't budge. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut and give yourself about, I would say, 1/2 inch allowance all the way around, like so. Need not be perfect because you have the guide, and that's actually what you're going to be sewing. I'm going to cut that around. So something kind of like that. All right, so I've got these cut out, and now I'm going to cut 2 of the same thing onto the foam batting. So here, I literally just like to take the template up to the foam batting and just start cutting around it. And usually you get kind of like a jagged edge in the beginning. Then you can just keep refining it till it's that nice round shape. Like so. Okay, so that's what they look like, and you can see they're not perfect, and when you stuff them in, they're gonna get mushed anyway, and just as long as the shape of this is very precise, it will look round, so trust me on that. And then next what we're gonna do is we're going to take the headband and we're gonna make a covering for this. And so you're just gonna kind of eyeball measure how long this is around your headband. So kind of go do one of these numbers. So it's about there. And then you want to give yourself an extra inch. And then you want to be able to wrap this around the entire headband. Give yourself an 1/2 inch allowance on each side plus the 1/2 inch. So I would say that's about 1.5 inch thickness by however long this is, plus 1 inch. And so I actually have that cut out as well. I'm just so prepared for you guys. So it looks something like that. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on here. So first I'm gonna just put a strip of glue here at the edge, and I'm gonna fold that up. And if you have a popsicle stick, probably better to use a popsicle stick so that you don't burn yourself. So you have that. And then I like to just put glue right onto the headband and fold this guy up like so. Grabs on really, really well. And go ahead and do the whole headband this way. And then we're gonna flip it around and do the other side. Okay, so this side is all glued down. And then now I am just going to fold this over and glue this side in. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do that all throughout. All right, so this is all glued all the way around. God, it already looks so beautiful. So now we've got all the parts for the ears. We also have to do the ribbon too. But anyways, so what you're gonna do with this is you're gonna sew here around your mark and leave this part open there. And you can either hand sew it or you can use your sewing machine. So I'll do that and show you what's next. Okay, so these are all sewn, and then I'm gonna cut little notches about every inch or so around the circular part, so that way when you invert it, you really see the shape of the ear really well. So you're just gonna go ahead and do that on both ears. Okay, so now they look like this. And now we're gonna go ahead and invert it. There, now we have a cute little ear. Then you're gonna take the foam batting, and then I just kind of like to squish it down a little bit. And then go ahead and insert that. It should puff out when it's inside. There we go. There we go. Now that's cute. And so here I'm just gonna close this shut. Put a little hot glue here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fold that down. This time I have a popsicle stick. Give that a minute. Put a little more glue. Fold the other side down. Like so. Cute. Okay, and we'll do the same to the other one. Okay, so now the lights changed because it's nighttime now. I had to take a break in between. So I go ahead and I've closed this off, and I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here and stick it right onto the ears. Pretty generous with this, and I kind of eyeball it, what would be good. Thinking about there. And I'm just gonna hold it there for, you know, maybe a few minutes. And I'll do the same on the other side. And by the way, when you're cutting, you get a lot of these sequins like falling everywhere, especially if you decide to use this fabric. But it's still pretty secure after you've sewn it, so it shouldn't get all over the place once your ears are already done. Okay, so that's on there pretty nice. I'm kind of digging that. I'll give that a couple more minutes to dry. And so all that's left is to do the bow in the center. So I cut out a piece that's 6 by 8 inches, and I feel like this is a good size for a bow. And you're just gonna go ahead and cut it on your rose gold fabric, and I've already pre-done that. So here we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this in half, right sides together. And I'm just gonna go ahead and sew this side and this side. Okay, so that is sewn. Now I'm gonna invert this. And I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue this inner edge here. So I'm just going to put a strip of glue here to close it up, just like so, just so that we don't show the raw edge here. Just gonna fold that in. And then I'm gonna put some glue on this and fold that in. And that's actually good enough. It's my popsicle stick. So to make a cute bow, all you do is fold in half, like this, and then you're going to fold this top back and the bottom back. So it kind of becomes like this accordion. And then if I hold it in the center, you can see that actually becomes a pretty cute bow. So to secure that, I'm just gonna use like a 1-inch strip of the sequin, which I've cut already, and I'm just gonna glue that in place. And I haven't even secured the fray edges on this, so what I do to kind of make that easier for myself is I'm just gonna take hot glue and I'm just going to be very generous with it. There we go. And I'm going to start at the bottom and then wrap it around and then also end at the bottom here. Just make sure you have that little dent in the center. You would like it. And so I'm going to put this here and I'm going to hold it there. And make sure I pull that nice and tight. Let that kind of make a bond for a minute or so. And once that's, feel like that's secure, then I'll pull it around and make sure that has a nice little tug to it. And then at the end, I will end it right there. Oh, so cute. All right, and then I will just trim off the excess here. There you have it. Super cute little bow. And then all that's left is to tack it on right there. And you can either tack it just like here in the center, or you could also tack it on here on a little bit on the ears too. So here you go. I actually made two because I'm making them for 2 girls. And I believe the rose gold Mickey ears, they retail for about $30 a piece, or actually a little bit more. So the cost that it took me to make both of these was about $12. And you can see I have plenty more to make another pair if I wanted to. In fact, I think I might use the rest of it to make a backpack, because they also did come out with a backpack. So, and it's plus it's super fun, especially if you like to wear different ears every day. Me and my daughter like to wear different themed ears every single day. So thank you for watching, and bye.